I would say it's a game changer. It's a necessity, actually, because you don't realize how badly you needed it until you walk out of there and you're like, what are we doing? Like,
That's true.
Like literally, we all walked out and we're like, how were we doing this before?
That's true. Nathan Irizarry, co-founder, chief executive, coach, Training for Warriors Boston.
Stan Dutton, head coach and co-owner of Training for Warriors Boston.
I've been told that what we've accomplished in the year that we've been in operation usually takes businesses 2 to 5 years to get to where we're at right now. So that's encouraging. I'm a very impatient person, and I want to have that 5-year vision like tomorrow. But so far so good.
So we started off with 0 people. The first 2 months
Space.
We literally were running out of the Boston Common the first like month and a half, 2 months that we were in business. I wake up like 5:30 every morning, stand in the middle of the Boston Common for like a half hour, and nobody would ever show up. So then I would go home and do it all over again at night.
We started this business, and at first it was just 2 of us. But as things progressed, and as more people got like bought into the vision, more resources, human resources, presented themselves, and so all of a sudden you find ourselves with this like very like diverse and awesome team. All of a sudden, trying to align the team, like the personal goals with the team goal, and just get everybody on the same page. It's definitely something that I didn't have much experience with. I'm not an extremely sensitive person right away, like right off the bat by nature. So understanding other people's emotions or their motivations is not something that I do automatically.
That was a game changer because we went from kind of being like, I kind of heard what Nathan said, where it's like, like we had like a general idea and we were like, oh, we kind of like this is where we want to go, sort of, and it really, and there's a lot of kind of like, like I didn't know what exactly everybody was in it for, it's like, what exactly is like the deep down, like that motivation, what's like everybody want from this? And we walked out of that and it was like, we just became like this team where it was like, everybody was on the same page, we all knew like, our strengths and our weaknesses, more importantly, like, our whys. It was like, okay, like this is really why we're here. And becoming aware of like what I can bring to the table and what Nathan can bring to the table and the rest of our team, ever since then it's been a different company and it's been amazing. I mean, it kind of went like this. It was like we're doing well, and then all of a sudden we started to do stuff like that, and it was like just through the roof. It was cool. That was kind of the tipping point for like building a team. It was awesome. Like being like, okay, like we're not. It's not 10 people trying to do the 3, 4 people trying to do the exact same thing all at once. It's like, okay, like you know what, like this is what Nathan's good at. Like, we're gonna let him do that, and it's also changed the way that we hold our meetings. Rather than like butting heads, it's like we understand where everybody's coming from now. And I'd say that's really been like the biggest application for us is not only having a very clear vision, but also having a very clear like this is how we need to go about achieving that vision. Like I said, it's a roadmap. And we actually have we have a definite like way of doing things now, rather than kind of just sitting at Nathan's house for our meetings and like ending up being like, no, this is how you should do it. This is the way we do it. It's pretty cool. We actually know what we're doing now.
Yeah, most of the time.
It only took like a couple hours, which is pretty cool too. It was like we went there, we got all out there, literally put it down on the table, and we're like, this is it. And then all of a sudden, we know what we're doing. It's crazy.
But yeah, like I said, like taking, basically like visualizing what's in everybody's brain, and then like scrambling it up, and then like creating like a unifying vision out of it, and seeing like where the opportunities line up and where the like things that everyone can bring up also align. And it's like, well, you attack that, and then you attack this, So that's been it's very helpful.
Not only did I learn a lot about my team, but like I learned a lot about myself. It was That was crazy to like walk up and be like, I think I know, like I'm more aware of like why I do certain things or what my motives are. You know, like, I can write it down on paper like easily, or like, something like that where it's like you actually have to think of like, oh, that's your motivation, but like why? And you have to just like think like, holy crap, you know, stuff that I like just forgot about, you know. It's pretty cool.
It's like a self-directed intervention.
Yeah, but with your business, and you like immediately become better.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. Strongly recommend.
Yeah, don't even think twice. Just do it. It's that simple.
Yes.
I haven't showered in a while. I don't know if you guys know that. I don't even have to tell you. You can probably tell.
That's the training for warriors. Just do it.
Training for warriors.